Welcome, beautiful, beloved souls. My name is Gem Stone. I'm a psychic medium and I am an author. On this channel, you will find that content varies. I look at anything and everything to do with life and death through a lens, hence the name of the channel. I mainly do commentaries. Okay. A couple of days ago, I uploaded videos about dogs, about their eyes, their colour, what they see when they look at us. And I thought I would do it one step more. Do dogs see ghosts? Why dogs react to nothing, mirrors don't interest them, and what might actually be happening? It's one of the oldest household mysteries. A dog suddenly stares into a corner of the room, ears lock forward, the body stills, then a bark or a low growl, or just that fixed, silent focus, like something just walked through the air. But nothing is there. No sound, no movement you can see, no scent you can detect, and yet the dog reacts as if something is present, so the question forms almost on its own. Are dogs seeing ghosts? And if they are, why would they ignore a mirror which shows that a dog that isn't there, but react to something invisible in the room? To understand this, we have to separate three things that humans often blend together: vision, perception, and interpretation, because dogs live in a world where those three do not always align the way ours do. Part 1. The mirror problem. Visible but not real. A mirror creates a very specific kind of illusion. It shows movement, shape, colour, and familiar anatomy, but it fails on one critical point. There is no physical confirmation. There's no scent, there's no heat signature, and there's no interaction feedback. In comparative psychology, this is important. Animals don't interpret mirrors as self unless they have both strong visual cognition and abstract identity mapping. Dogs are not built for that kind of abstraction. So what they do instead, they quickly learn this visual pattern does not behave like a real object in the environment, so the mirror becomes irrelevant, not understood as me, and not interesting enough to treat as other. It's a visual dead end. Part 2. So why react to nothing? Now we move to the more interesting part. A dog reacting to an empty corner, hallway, or patch of air. This is where we leave certainty and enter probability, because scientifically there is no verified evidence of spirits as external entities interacting with the environment. But there is very strong evidence that dogs detect things humans miss. So we have to explore what nothing actually means in a dog's sensory world. Part 3. Dogs don't experience empty space the way humans do. Humans simplify environments. We look at a room and we see furniture, walls, and empty space. Dogs do not experience empty space as empty. Their perception is layered with scent residue, airflow changes, sound frequencies, vibration shifts, and movement sensitivity. So, what looks like nothing to us may still contain air currents moving differently, dust or insect motion, distant sound reflections, and scent drift from another room or outside. This sits within animal cognition, where researchers consistently find that animals respond to stimuli outside human perception ranges. Part 4. The ghost effect might actually be ultra-subtle detection. Dogs have far superior motion detection, better low-light perception, more sensitive hearing range, and strong environmental scanning instincts. So, when a dog suddenly focuses on a blank space, it may actually be responding to a tiny movement in shadow contrast, insects, or small animals outside awareness, infrared, heat shifts, very faint but detectable indirectly through behavior, or structural sound reflections in walls, or scent disturbances humans cannot perceive. To a human, this becomes the dog is staring at nothing. To the dog, it may be something changed in the environment. Part 5. But why does it feel like a presence? This is where interpretation kicks in. Humans anthropomorphize. Oh, I knew I'd muck that up. Anthropomorphize. Oh, I did it again. Let me take 3. Anthropomorphize behavior very easily, especially when the environment is quiet, lighting is low, or the dog reacts suddenly. Our brain fills gaps with narrative. So, attention plus silence plus unknown stimulus becomes presence, entity, figure, sometimes ghost. Dogs are not constructing that narrative. They are reacting to stimuli, not assigning identity to it. Part 6. What would a ghost look like to a dog? If we stay strictly within sensory science, we can explore this as hypothetical. If there were a stimulus that has no scent, no physical interaction, inconsistent visibility, low contrast, or partial movement, a dog would likely perceive it as not as a being, but as irregular motion pattern, visual anomaly, or an environmental inconsistency. So, unlike human descriptions of spirits as human-shaped, shadow figures, mist, or fog forms, a dog would not assemble a figure. It would detect movement without source, and that distinction is crucial. Part 7. Why mirrors don't trigger the same response. This is the key comparison. Mirror, stable, predictable, consistent, visually complete, repetitive. So, the dog quickly categorizes it as non-interactive stimulus. Ghost-like perception in the human sense often comes from unpredictability, intermittent appearance, sudden movement, environmental uncertainty. Dogs are more likely to respond to the instability of input, not the image itself. So, mirrors lose novelty fast, but environmental irregularities may trigger alert behavior repeatedly. Part 8. Sahara's case. Sahara is my dog. Why dogs at home react. Let's take Sahara, my 13-year-old Westie Cross. At her age, several things are relative. Hearing sensitivity shifts, sleep cycle changes, increased startle response during rest states, stronger reliance on familiar pattern recognition. So, if she whimpers, stares, or reacts at night, it may be dream transition states, REM intrusion into wakefulness, auditory sensitivity to household micro noises, shadow movement, perception during low light, scent shifts in bedding or air currents. And when I respond by gently calming her, I am effectively anchoring her sensory system back into a known, safe reference point, not dismissing perception, but stabilizing it. Part 9. The real answer scientists give. In fields like neuroscience and animal behavior, the conclusion is consistent. There is no verified evidence that dogs perceive supernatural entities, but there is strong evidence that dogs detect environmental signals humans miss, respond to micro changes in sound, scent, and motion, and they interpret ambiguous stimuli as alert-worthy. So, ghost behavior in dogs is best understood as high sensitivity perception reacting to low visibility inputs, not supernatural detection, but also not imagination, something in between, a biological system tuned far beyond human sensory resolution. In closing, the edge between seen and unseen. So, when a dog stares into an empty room or reacts to something you cannot see, it does not necessarily mean this world. It does not necessarily mean it is seeing another world. It may mean it is seeing this world more finely than we can measure in real time. And the mirror stays silent because it's predictable. But the corner of a room at night, that is always changing. Light shifting, air moving, sound bending, and scent drifting. And in that shifting environment, a dog is not reacting to ghosts, it is reacting to the living texture of reality itself. We just don't always have the sensory language to translate it. Thank you very much, beautiful beloved souls, for watching. If you are going to leave a comment, do so respectfully. If only the world was more tolerant, less judgmental, what a better place. Remember, we are the universe experiencing itself. When you hurt or harm another being, you are hurting and harming yourself. So please be kind to one another. Smile at a stranger. You might just save someone's life. Take care of yourselves because you matter. Love, light, and blessings. See you soon. Bye.